up, everybody? You know what day it is? Thursday.
Yes, it is Thursday. I end up saying what's up. Olivia says what's up at the same time. And then
I know, we're like,
hey, who's saying it? It is Thursday. We're excited to be here with you. So this is going to be a really amazing night because we have some great things and nuggets to share. Day. Oh yeah, I'm used to day. I'm used to nights. Our show used to be at 8 p.m. y'all. It is lunchtime.
Yes, lunchtime with A&O. Yes.
Night. All right. Anyways, it is lunchtime. Get your lunch. Get your drink. We have AHA. Okay.
I got some good old coffee.
Yes. So whatever you need, get it in. We had some really good food today. The last thing we had just now was tuna. So it's great.
Yes. So what's been going on with you this week, Amber?
A lot has been going on. We have a lot of things happening in my family. Just a lot.
Like a lot of things happening. What's happening?
I mean, do I share everything? I don't share all the things.
Well, don't share, but you should have said.
Now I gotta say something.
Exactly.
We saw snowflakes.
Oh, that was amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, snow is always fun. I just wish we have enough snow to sit. I was hoping that this winter. I mean, there's still time, but I hope this winter in North Carolina we get a good snow day. Snow, white, pretty. I want to take some pictures outside. I don't know what I want to do, but anyways, I want to see some snow, enough to cover the ground and stick, not just snowflakes. By the time they hit the ground, they melt.
They gone.
Yeah.
A girl posted on Instagram, and it was a beautiful snowy yard and house.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, I've always dreamed of the day that it would snow, and it would be so beautiful. And I've always imagined my outfit and how glamorous I would look outside in the snow. And then she's like, if you zoom in, she's like, I'm going to kill you. Because you zoom in, she's in sweatpants, her hair's on her head, she looks a mess. And she's just out posing. Because it's the reality. You're like, I don't even feel like getting ready. It is too cold.
Yep.
But it is so pretty.
It's so pretty. I love how the snow sits on the trees. It just especially if the trees are around this time, they usually don't have a lot of leaves.
Yeah.
So how it just sits on the branches or the trees with leaves. I love that. It's just so calming and it just looks beautiful. So yeah, I'm hoping for one white day of the year, but I don't know. It's
Could we still get normally in February?
Yeah, we can still get it. It's still time. I don't know if it's going to happen, but
it would be great.
I know. So yeah, week's been going good for me. Oh my gosh. I don't know if we told you guys, but we have this amazing mastermind. It's called Ready, Set, Record. And today it was my day to meet with a good amount of our ladies and get their branding. If you guys don't know, my name is Olivia and I am known as the creative genius. Everyone's favorite brand coach. I teach women entrepreneurs how to stand out online and grow a sustainable brand. And so I've been helping folks with branding for a while, and I got a chance to meet with these ladies and really get their brand identity worked out. So how they're going to look and feel online. So that was super exciting today.
Yeah, you had it was really cool. I kept hearing them in the office. I was like, somebody's excited. Yeah, Olivia was cracking up. Yeah, it was a good meeting.
Yeah, it's a great meeting. I had back-to-back day, so it's super exciting, and we can't wait to share. Once we launch some of these channels, we can't wait to share with you guys. So yeah,
it's going to be good. Yeah, you're going to see them blowing up because we're going to be like, here's this girl, she's great. This is what she teaches.
Yes, and we hopefully can have them on our show one day too. So
yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah, because they're really good women.
Yeah.
Well, if you did not know, this is the A&O show. This is an entrepreneur lifestyle show where we are here through your journey. And we want to equip you to be your best, and we want to follow along and give you all the helpful tools so you can be successful. So I'm your girl, Amber, and I am the #1 beauty educator. I create dope content, and I help beauty bosses level up in their business and in their life. And I absolutely love being here to teach all things with Olivia. And we're just here to give you some great resources today.
Yep. And I already said my intro, so you guys know who I am. But yeah, I'm Olivia. And we just love providing value to you ladies. So yeah, we're excited to get in and talk about what we have to talk about today. So are you guys ready?
Get your notebooks out.
Get your notebooks out. If you're ready, put a number 1 in the comments right now. If you're watching this, go ahead and put the number 1 if you're ready to hear. Today, if you saw the title come on prior to the show, you see the title of this video. We're talking about 3 ways our lives drastically changed after we started creating video content. So we just want to share a little bit about that. And then we're going to leave you guys with some actionable steps that you can take in an action plan so you can start creating video content for yourself. So yeah, I'm excited to tell you guys about some of the things that drastically changed in our life. So
yep, this is going to be really helpful. And this is real life things, and we're going to kind of break it down.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the main things that really made a difference for me since making video content is no longer going house to house. That used to be my life, you know, and I was constantly behind the wheel driving to locations and meeting clients. Sometimes get stood up, sometimes didn't, and it was a huge success. Sometimes they rescheduled in the way of commuting or getting ready to travel there. But I don't have to do that life anymore of doing that. Not that I don't enjoy going to someone else's home, but that's not really where I want to spend a lot of my time being valued. I want to be able to reach millions of people instead of 5 or 6 at a time. And so creating video content, that has drastically changed my life. And it's wild because sometimes I go like, I really can't believe, like, I don't have to do that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice to know, like, I don't have to, like, if you wanted to, cool. I don't know why you would, but if you wanted to, but I don't have to do that life. And it's so nice. So what's one of your reasons?
So one of my things how my life has drastically changed, is by us creating this content, video content. It has allowed me to step away from my 9-to-5 and really work for myself. And so that's a huge step. I know as I talk to a lot of women entrepreneurs, that's like the ultimate goal. And sometimes that goal can be scary. But when you put yourself out there and start creating content that more people can access your content, and also your content is kind of evergreen in a sense, because when people find us online through our A&O show or through videos that we create online or through our groups and things of that nature, what they really start to see happening is that they really start to connect with us, and it allows us to share our products, share our services, and really it allowed me to, you know, do this completely through that work, right? Through the work that I do, and not have to depend on the 9-to-5, which ultimately took up a lot of my time. And it, you know, I just couldn't operate in my purpose like I wanted to, because not to say that the job was bad, but it just didn't allow me to operate in my purpose as much as I wanted to. So I think that was a drastic change that happened in 2020. So yeah, I mean, in a couple months, it's going to be almost like a year. Isn't that crazy how fast that happens? I mean, we still got a good couple months to go, but just thinking about it, it's already been a half a year since I've done that. So yeah, it's crazy, more than a half a year. So very crazy, and that was a drastic change for me.
That is very drastic, because that's such a habit, right, of doing that.
And it's also a habit, and it's a security blanket too, right? When you step out and do that, like, you never know what's going to happen. Like, you don't know if people are going to like your products or services. You don't know if your products and services are going to be able to sustain your lifestyle. But it's one of those things that you just got to keep pushing.
Yeah.
And you know, yeah, that's how it works. So
yep, that's huge.
What's another drastic?
I'm proud of you for that. Yeah, something drastic. This is crazy. Okay, we were in the process of relocating and moving, and big decisions when you're moving either counties or states. You look at schools and medical and friends and neighborhoods, and I mean, just everything. So we found this dream home of ours, and it was in a county that we really don't like, the school district. And we were kind of like, what do we do? Well, we were able to make the choice to send our kids into a private school where we could commute to. So we knew, okay, it's not a big deal. We can go and we can purchase this home. This is what we dreamed of, but it's not really the location for schools, but it's not a big deal because we're not going to be stuck in that district. We can drive to a private location. So that was huge. And to some people, that might seem very silly to pay for education like that into a school, but you pay for college, you pay for more education, tutoring, different things. I mean, I find that paying for an education for a child, even as young as our kids, I'm like, okay with that. I'm like, yes, they're going to be surrounded around the teachers that we like, the school program, the structure, the faith-based curriculum, different elements that we put in position that it was, important for us and our home and how we raise our children. So you have to do that. I mean, it's a sacrifice, but we were able to make that choice.
But it's a luxury, too.
It is a luxury.
That you kind of allow by creating content online. It allowed you to have that luxury because a lot of times it allowed you to reach the clients that you reach, able to get the income that you get to have that luxury to afford that. So that's pretty amazing.
And not being trapped into, well, mommy works here, daddy works here. We can't drive you to school to get to work on time. Yeah. We were able to decide and say, this is how we decide to work our businesses. So it works. And video content has literally changed the game for my family. I'm able to reach more people in return that is able to gain clients. So that financially helps support what our goals are that we choose, right? Our dreams and what we want to do. And it just kind of seems so surreal, but I love it. That's really awesome. And I'm like, man, making some videos, just being bold to do videos has done that. It's good. Yeah. What's another one for you, Olivia?
Another thing that has drastically changed for me. I remember one of the things I remember working my 9 to 5 and traveling. Like I love traveling. I love, one of the reasons why I got into the business I did, and that's like doing branding and things of that nature for clients, creating handmade accessories, ear cam, y'all see it, being able to create things. It allowed me to have freedom, right? Having freedom and to be able to travel wherever I wanted to. The great thing about branding and working for clients in that way, graphic design, is that you can, as long as you have a laptop, you can design anywhere you want to. So I remember being at a 9 to 5, that was the hardest thing because I love to travel, but I always felt like super restricted because I know when I travel, also I'm a kind of spoiled traveler. I've been like this for a while. But I always like to I never, especially when I'm going someplace new, even when I'm not going someplace new, I'm going to just be super honest and real with you guys. I don't like short trips. I'm not a weekend person, right? I'm not like, oh, I'm going to go to Vegas for the weekend. Like, I'm like, just forget it. I don't want to go. If I'm going for a weekend, people say that, oh, I'm going to go to this place for a weekend. If I'm going like maybe up the street or somewhere super close, I feel like, okay, that's fine for the weekend. But if I'm going somewhere that is like really nice, or like when I go to Paris or when I go to Nassau or when I go anywhere where it's like really nice or really it has a lot of stuff to do, I like to spend time. So I want to be there for a week. I mean, really, I was going to say, I really said a week, but I love to do 2 weeks.
She lying.
Okay. Lies. I love 2-week trips. Like that's my sweet spot. Like give me a 2-week trip. I'm set, right? I feel like that gives me an opportunity to really have that rest and relaxation and be able to explore that city, explore that place, go to different things and not feel like you need a vacation after your vacation. Because I know a lot of times when you do those weekend trips or those like 1-week trips or long weekend trips, like you're like, oh, I did too much running around. I need that vacation after the vacation. Well, to say all that, I love to be able, now that I have the freedom to go anywhere. I'm going to Atlanta tomorrow. I don't have a time to be back. If I go over there and I'm like, oh, I want to stay 2 more days, that's fine. I don't have anyone to answer to. But creating video content, being online, working in the way that we do our businesses, it allows that to happen for us. So that has drastically changed. I've always been a 2-week vacation person, but honestly, whenever I did take these 2-week trips and I was working for someone, it was I had a lot of anxiety behind the trips. I had anxiety about asking for the time off. I had anxiety about like being away when I was not supposed to be at work, even though I got the time off and things of that nature. But I always had like anxiety about, oh, they're going to need me. This is going to happen. This is going to break down. And honestly, truthfully, it's always been the case when I work, because I'm always like a very valuable asset in the work that I've done. So it's never been a time where even if I wasn't a manager, even if I wasn't a key employee, anytime I can name any place I worked. If I said I was going on vacation, it was like London was falling.
No, you can't. No.
I know people would be like, no, you can't go. And I'm like, people, I will be back. It'll be fine. It'll work out. I promise you. But it's always been like that. And I think, that's a blessing and a curse. Like, you want to be a valuable asset to your team, but you don't want to be too valuable that you can't travel. And I always seem to have that like travel anxiety when it came to, not anxiety when I'm traveling, but just like thinking about, oh gosh, I have to ask for off. Oh gosh, this and that. So that's been drastic change in my life, that I can go and not have to be bothered with anyone except my husband. He's the only one now that says, when you come back. Where you at?
Come back ever?
Exactly. Maybe. Amber. But she'll call me while I'm there. So
yeah. I'm like, I'll talk to you later. 30 minutes later. I'm like, so I forgot to say.
Exactly.
Another big change for me since creating video content is financial stability. Has been huge. It's so insane to me that I noticed when I started creating video content when my children were very young. They're still young, but younger. That I saw a huge change in just my consistently of showing up with my video content, that my clients, everybody would want to like, when you're not live, you said you're going to live. You said you were putting a video out at this time on this day. I'm waiting for it. And I'm like, wow, y'all are really here for it. So I noticed like that was huge. And so what has happened financially is that I don't have to show up somewhere for someone at a certain particular hour to close a deal. They can watch a video, they can get the knowledge and the nuggets, and then they tell me what they need. And then in return, I get that sent to them. And sometimes they'll watch a video and want to connect with me and meet me, and that's fine, but I don't have to be present in that moment. So I'm actually building clients and relationships through content that I've been making with video for days and minutes and hours upon, right? And then people are like, I need this, I need that. And then financially, I'm being able to meet the goals that we have set for our home. And it's been it still blows my mind. It blows my mind all the time. I'm like, people watch that video and they like what I said. Oh, and now they want something. Yay! I get excited because I know how it works. I know it will work. I do the same thing. I watch a video and I'm like, now I need what they are selling, right? You convinced me. It's fine. Now I need it because now I know how to use it. And so that's my thing. I want to be a good resource with my video. I want to give value. I want people to be able to implement it right away. That's something huge. I'm like, if I watch something and now I got to buy something to put it into place, that's annoying. Show me with what I have, I can make something on a budget, or I can go and spend a bunch of money and do it. It's fine. But yeah, that's been huge, is not being able to worry about that. I just know if my content's really good and I put the research and development behind my content for that video and do a good job, the best of my ability. If everybody likes it or doesn't, it's for that one client. So I did good, And then, yeah, I mean, over all the way in Malaysia, they're seeing my videos and reaching out to me for questions and resources. It's just super cool. So that has been huge. So I will say, if you are ever contemplating it and you're like, I've been creating content for weeks and I'm not seeing anything, keep going. I don't care. Don't complain about it. Keep doing it, because if you're serious about it, I've been creating content for 4+ years and I'm not stopping, and I haven't stopped. So, it was one of those things I took very seriously, just like anything else. So that's been huge.
Drastic.
Yeah. Drastic.
That's
drastic.
crazy. My last thing that has drastically changed since I've been creating video content is the flexibility. So Amber spoke about this a little bit, like being able to have flexibility with taking her kids to school. That has been key. But me, for myself, I don't have children, which is great.
It is so funny. I'm like, I gotta go. These kids are so loud. She's like, yep. Like, it's just like insane. She really doesn't say that. I just mute myself. It's fine.
But I tell you, at the end of last year, there was like a very scary thing that happened in my family with my sister, just illness, sickness, the C word. And, you know, having the flexibility to be able to like stop or go, or it wasn't like that when we first had it. It was like, oh, I'm going to be at work. But as the time progressed and I was able to release myself from that, it gave me more flexibility to be like, oh, you have an appointment, oh, we have to do this, oh, whatever. I could be there, or at least if I couldn't be there, at least have that flexibility to where if I needed to, I could, because obviously the other C word came along. So it made it harder to be at the doctor's, but at least, you know, I had the flexibility to do what I needed to do. So I think flexibility is key. We all want that freedom and flexibility in life. And just like you were just talking about, when you create evergreen content, because that's what she was saying, like creating content that can make her money while she sleeps, basically. Because someone can watch that video and say, oh, I really love the way you use that mascara, or that lipstick looked really good on you. I want it. And she did not have to have an interaction with them at that point, at that moment. But when you create content that is valuable, then you don't have to, you know, is relatable and you have connection with your community. People are going to eat it up. People are going to want that product. People are going to want that service. So flexibility is something that you gain when you do that. So I think that was a huge, drastic change that I have been able to get once we started creating video content. So
I agree. Well, we have some tips that we want to give you that you can go ahead and put into place.
Yeah.
These are going to be so helpful. These are things that we actually do ourselves. We know that we put in place, we do them, and they work. So we're excited to share that. That's one of our goals on the show, is to make sure we are sharing really good value with you. So you can go ahead and act on that right away. All right. So you ready?
Yes.
Okay. First. All right. Here, you want to go for it?
Go for it.
Okay. All right. So create content for your audience. You know, who are you recording for? Who are you talking to? And niching down who your audience is. So I may work in beauty, and something that was told to me all my life, which I laugh at because I'm like, this is so just insane. But there are baby girls being born every day. You have clients. That is a lie. Okay. I just want to be honest with you. Not every woman wears makeup. Not every woman washes their face with a high-end brand of products. That's not my client. You know, my client is between the age of 30 and 50, ideally. And these are the women that I'm talking to on a daily basis. And these are women that are concerned about aging, and they're like, I want to be my best self, like help me get colors that match my skin tone. So I'm working in the beauty industry, and those are my ideal clients. So that's who I'm talking to. I'm not talking to the girl that's 18 that, you know, just started doing all this dramatic glam color and eyeshadow. I'm like, I'm not talking to you, girl. I'm talking to your friend down the street that's in her 30s. You know,
that girl that's like, oh, I want an everyday look, right? Because I think when you're younger, like you're more bold and you want to play with color. Not everybody, but some people, right?
Yes.
But when you get to a certain age, you're like, how can I get a face on that I can go out and look presentable? I can jump on a Zoom call or get on work and look like I'm fresh and refreshed, and I got a face on. Like, how do I keep my skin up? How do I start the anti-aging process during your, 30s and stuff like that? So I think that's, the client that you serve. So yeah, that's awesome.
Yep.
our second tip, which we've been saying all day, is providing value, right?
Yes.
So it's much like we come on the A&O show. One of the reasons why we started the A&O show is because we wanted to provide value to the women that we serve. And so we've kind of switched our gears a little bit, as you probably can see if you've been an A&O show watcher for a while. And so we talk less about beauty and skincare to the most part, but we want to talk directly to the people that are similar to us that are in entrepreneurship. Can I say the word?
Entrepreneurship.
That are in entrepreneurship, and they are women who have businesses, but also they're into like the beauty, the skincare, and things of that nature. But more importantly, you are trying to grow and build a successful business of your own. Yes. So we still, like our beauty and skincare people, and but it's not that we change who we talk to. We realize who we're talking to. Yeah. So we're providing more value for those women. Provide value. That is a great step. Like whatever content you create, make sure it's valuable. Make sure it's searchable content. Make sure people want to know what you have to offer. Like, it's no need to tell people what you ate for breakfast because nobody really cares. But maybe how you made a healthy breakfast, that might be like, oh, I really want to know that. How do you make a healthy, quick breakfast? Like breaking it all the way down to it's now like, now you're not telling me because it's like, oh, this is what I ate. Now you're telling me to help me replicate or do this for myself. So I think that's super important.
Yeah. Put yourself in your client's position of, if I was reading this, what would I take from it?
Yeah. And how would I help? How would it help me?
Yeah.
And then the last one
is my favorite.
Is consistency. This is something that we talk about all the time. It's one of the reasons why we have a consistent show time and date to come and have conversations with you guys over lunch. And it just comes with like showing up to whoever you're serving on a weekly basis, daily basis, monthly basis. Don't do monthly. Don't do that. Don't listen to me.
Weekly.
Weekly or daily or however you serve. And maybe monthly. Maybe you send out a monthly newsletter. Who knows? But just showing up, consistency, so they know they can count on you. They know that you are there to provide that content to them on a more consistent basis. Because the one thing that you don't want to do is hook somebody in and kind of them fall in love with you, and they're like, oh my gosh, I love her, she always tells me great things, and then they don't see you for 3 weeks. Like,
so
what kind of friend are you?
Yeah, it's not good. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, you're not a friend. Like, you're not a person who can really help. So be consistent. Like, if you decide that I'm going to show up, I'm going to start creating video content, pick a day, pick a time, and create that content consistently. And I think that is one of the major ways. That's the huge difference. I think that, if anything, is a huge difference between like a person who is going to create content and really see a difference in their life and their business. Besides the other person that's like, oh, I'm going to try it. Maybe I'm going to do, 3 or 4 videos. I don't see anybody showing up. Okay, I'm done. Like, you have to be consistent. You have to show up when before your people even show up for you, right?
Yes.
And I tell people all the time, you have to start before you're ready. So, like, just start showing up. You have to practice that habit because it's new to you, especially when it comes to, like, creating video content. A lot of times we're like, oh, my gosh, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. But whatever you do, be consistent in it.
Yeah.
And we have 2 more major tips that we have to share that we didn't share today because our time is running out, which is completely fine. But we have those 3 steps plus 2 more additional steps and action steps. Like, how do you walk these out? We have a free resource for you that is down below. All you have to do is click that first link in this description box, and it will take you straight to this free resource. And I guarantee it's going to help you start creating content that your audience is going to love.
Yes.
You're going to start seeing some major results, especially if you take into consideration to the step 3 and other steps in the resource as well. So I hope this show was helpful for you today.
Yes, and we want to hype it up real quick.
Yes.
Hype it up. Hype it up. A. Okay, let me show you right quick. Add hype it up right quick to the screen. Okay, so something that Olivia turned me on to was just boom, these happy planners. So mine looks like this. Olivia's looks like that. And it says the happy planner. It's right here. We purchased ours at Hobby Lobby, but you can find these. If you go to happyplanner.com, you can find them there. You can find them at Hobby Lobby, and you can find them at Michael's.
I love them. So cute.
They're really great. Ours both are different. So they are designed where you can add pieces of the calendar in. You can take in, put in, or whatever. So I just have like a overhaul of like the 30 days. And then when you open it up from there, I have a layout like this, and it breaks down the days like that. So what about yours?
Yeah, mine is a little bit different. I have a vertical. She has a horizontal layout. I have the vertical layout. So it looks like this.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So you can kind of like write down, has some notes, and then on the back of the section, it has like notes and ideas in some place. And the part that she's saying I added in was this part. It allows me to, it's like a bullet journal paper inserts that I got, so I can make tons of different notes in the back of there. And that's just an add-on packets. It also allows you to get these super cool stickers. You can buy these separately as well.
Yep.
So all types of stickers and sticker book, which I use this in my planner, but I also use in my second thing.
These
is this. We get these also from Hobby Lobby. And Amber actually turned me on to using one of these per month because they're very thin. So I have them for different things. Like this is my Ready Set Record book. So I'll keep all my notes in there for that. But then I have another one where I keep like notes for my books and things like that. And I also put my stickers in here too. For my sticker book. So yeah, these are like our holy grail.
They are amazing. I'm like, if I don't have this in this phone, I'm lost.
I know.
I'm like, I don't know what I said I was doing.
Exactly. So that's our hype it up section.
Yeah, so go get your happy planners and these thin notebooks. Use one per month. It'll be awesome. Little lifesaver.
Yep.
So thanks for being with us. This was the A&O show. So make sure you subscribe to this channel. Be here because there's always great content that's going to help you level up in your business as an entrepreneur. We're going to teach you tips and tools, not only on the show, but also just in the format here on this YouTube channel. So make sure you subscribe so you'll be able to get those nuggets. So have a great day, and your people are waiting on you to show up. See ya.
Bye. Okay, my internet went out.
See ya.